My name is Ron Bidelspach, and I am a professional Klondike solitaire player. Originally, I wanted to play Texas Hold'em, but the rules eluded me, and I think that has something to do with the fact that I don't live in Texas. Klondike Solitaire is probably one of the most competitive and difficult to master sport because you're playing against yourself. What I do to get prepared is I have to stick to a very strict routine or regiment, and there's a formula for how it's all supposed to be laid out. So the first thing I do is I have to get up very early in the morning, 6 a.m. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I get up at 6 a.m. and as soon as I get up, I go ahead and I prepare myself physically for the day. I always start with a run because it's not just a mental sport. Solitaire requires you to be physically fit, because if you're not physically fit, then you're not mentally fit. And if you're not fit, you're not fit for this game. Once I'm done with the morning exercises, then it's time for breakfast. Every morning, I eat raw eggs. Raw eggs are like jet fuel for a race car. No, I don't eat 6. That's just about how many I go through to be able to keep 1 or 2 down. After breakfast, it's time to move on to the finger stretches and the shuffle drills and the speed trials. There's 3 types of main stretches that I do to prepare myself for Klondike Solitaire, and that's the finger lunge, and then there's the pokey yoke, and then there's the I'm gonna get you. And then I work on memorization techniques. No, I don't have the deck memorized. I can't tell you what this card is. That's just magic. I'm not psychic. What I do is I'll take the cards and I'll memorize what they are. Like this one is the 9 of spades. Then this one here is the 8 of clubs. And so then I'll just go through and I'll make sure that like 7 of hearts, like I make sure I know what all the cards are. Once I spend several hours working on these various techniques, then it's time for lunch, and I stop for lunch, and then I make sure that I incorporate all the 4 major food groups. You have the meat group, the dairy group, then you have the bread group, and then you have the vegetables, fruits and vegetables group. And so in order to make sure that I have all those groups covered, is I'll eat myself a bologna sandwich with cheese and with a side of potato chips. And it tastes pretty good too. Then for the rest of the afternoon, I concentrate on endurance and stamina training. And I do this by playing Klondike Solitaire on the computer, old school. I go back to my roots, and I play the game online. Finally, when it's about 6 p.m., that's when it's time to break off and relax, and get ready for supper. And then I'll spend time playing with the dog, my dog Buffy. Sometimes we'll play hide and seek, because I'll go to play with her and then I just can't find her, and so I think she thinks it's funny to go hide and get me to find her. But that helps me to hone in my tactical skills. Then it's time to play some video games or watch some TV until it's time to eat supper. Then after supper, then it's when it gets to be about 9 o'clock, then it's time for bed. Except on Thursday nights, that's the night that Law and Order comes on, and it comes on at 9 p.m. And so I always watch that, and that's the day I'll stay up till 10 o'clock then. But that's the only day that I'll do that. It's 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can't let up. When it's in your blood, you eat, you sleep, and you just breathe Klondike Solitaire. And that's why I'm a champion. And that's why I excelled at this particular sport. You can't let up. You got to keep pushing. You can't let up. My name is Ron Bidelspach, and I am a professional Klondike Solitaire player.